Okay, hello and good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to JFD Brokers Traders Tea Time with me, Darius Lunchauskas. Today is the 15th of August 2018, so welcome everyone. Welcome to this, as I mentioned, afternoon session, where we're going to have a look at a few instruments. There's a lot of activity happening today, and but before we look at the charts, let's quickly have a read through our risk disclaimers. So, the content we produce does not constitute investment advice or investment recommendation, should not be considered as such, and does not in any way constitute an invitation to acquire any financial instrument or product. As always, a few seconds for you to read the rest and we can continue. Also, just a very quick reminder of our JFD Brokers website and specifically our JFD research page, where you can go in and have a look at different analysis that we do on a daily basis. Feel free to check us out, guys, and I believe you can find a lot of useful stuff here for yourselves. So, basically feel free to check us out, guys. Right, but for now, let's jump into the charts. Now, the first one I want to touch on it is the FTSE 100. Now, the FTSE here continues its decline. It's moving lower here, and as you can see, this is a daily chart, and as you can see, it found good support today around this level that I had highlighted here previously, around the 75.10. Now, this level also coincides here with the 200 EMA, and now the big question here is, are we going to see a break of this? And if we do, then for us to start jumping on this one, we would need to see a nice good close below that level first, and until we kind of start examining lower levels here. But for now, like I said, all eyes are on this, on the 75.10. Of course, slightly below that we do have the psychological 7,500 level. So, but to be honest, like I said, we would need to see a nice good strong close below this 75.10, and also below this 200 EMA here shown as the black line, in order to kind of start positioning ourselves for lower levels. Certainly, there is a chance for this one now to rebound back up here, maybe to get a bit of retracement to the upside, and then move lower again. So for now, all eyes are on this level here, the 75.10. We can see that we've managed to test that level already today. Well, just actually, we were just shy of 1 point off of that level, but nevertheless, still keep an eye on it. Let's see what it wants to do with it today. The day is still running, and we might just get our break here. But again, like I said, let's not over speculate here too much. Let's see what it wants to do with that level first. Jumping into DAX. Now, DAX is a good one. This morning I was covering DAX, and this is what I was talking about, and certainly we've finally managed to get our break. Now, the big question here is, and to be honest, I think I'm answering this myself already, but if this is going to stay here below this or not. Certainly, by the looks of it right now, it seems that this could be the case, and if we do get a nice close here like this, we could expect this index to travel further, maybe later on. I doubt that we could reach this level here, the 12,100 level today, but nevertheless, this is something to keep an eye on for this week, because we might see something like, as you can see the arrow here, I've got this arrow pointing to the downside, which is we still stick to this idea, but this is where we could eventually see something like this happening, where we could see maybe a rebound back up here, a test of this this upside support line from underneath, and then get a rejection and then move lower. For us to start examining higher levels on this one, I mean, judging by this picture, it would be a bit difficult to look at the upside, but still, if we would get a nice break and a close above this upside support line, this is where it could become again more interesting for the bulls, and the bulls could start aiming for higher levels. But for now, like I said, the bears are in control, and all eyes are of course on this little level right here at around 12,300. We need to see a good strong close below this in order to kind of aim for lower levels, and at this point in time, this is where we're getting. Let's like I said, let's see what it wants to do with it, and if we if we close here below, I mean, this is, to be honest, looking quite bearish, and we could start aiming for the 12,100 level. Let's jump into one commodity here, and that's WTI. And of course, I was talking about this one this morning as well, and I told you guys to keep an eye on these levels here, the 66.30 and the 67.15. As you can see right now, we are testing the 66.30, and to be honest, if we get a nice close here today, well, this could open the path towards this level right here at around 64.25, which also coincides with this 200 EMA here, shown as the black line on the daily chart. So for now, we are more bearish than bullish, and also in addition to this, I mean, we do have this short-term downside resistance line running here, so which is also kind of pointing the direction, pointing towards the direction of this commodity. But let's say if we get a strong reversal back to the upside, we start breaking the 67.15, and then eventually, if we, let's say, get a nice close here above this downside resistance line, now this could become interesting for the bulls, and we could start aiming for this level right here at around 70.15 level. Now, of course, let's not over speculate too much on this one. First, of course, let's see what it wants to do with this 66.30, if it wants to break it and close below it or not. And if it, let's say if it stays here between these two levels, the 66.30 and the 67.15, still we're going to remain we're going to remain more neutral in this one. We're going to be very cautious, because it could go anywhere from there, if it, like I said, if it stays here between these two levels. So for now, all eyes are on the 66.30. Let's jump into a few pairs, and looking at the GBPUSD. Now this one is probably getting the most attention here today, and of course, as you can see, it continues to decline. It pushed away from its a good area of resistance here at around 27.30, and now it's testing the 26.75 area, approximately there. Now, certainly the big question here is this going to, how long or how much is this going to continue moving lower? And to be honest, it's unclear at this point, because at the moment it just wants to move lower here. There is no sign of the bulls here jumping in. For us, let's say, to start looking at the higher levels, well, we would need to see a nice good move back up here above this, not only above this 127.90 level, but also back above this lower bound of this falling channel. This way we could start positioning ourselves for these higher levels. But until then, to be honest, like I said, it's just going south. I mean, at the moment it's difficult to find a good spot here, a good possible support level. Certainly I do have this 126 level here as the potential area of support, which you can see acted as a very nice area of support here around the 20th of June last year. So this could be a possible area to watch, but again, like I said, let's not over speculate too much on this one. At the moment, it just continues to drop lower, and certainly let's see where it actually finds its support. And again, with the upside I just mentioned to you guys, for us to kind of start looking at higher levels, we would need to see a nice good reversal here, back above this lower bound of the falling channel. Let's jump into another pair here quickly, and actually I didn't highlight it here, but anyway, let's jump into USDJPY quickly. So this one, I was talking about this one this morning, and I was telling you guys to keep an eye on this level here, keep an eye on this this upside support line. And let me jump into a 4-hour chart on this one, to be honest. And also I was talking about this level right here, the 111.100. I told you guys to keep an eye on it, because if it doesn't hold, we could see a break here lower, and yep, a continuation to the downside, where we could start aiming for this level right here at this downside resistance line here. We could see a test of that one from above. Certainly for now, like I said, it's looking more bearish than bullish, and especially given the fact that we broke this key area of support around 111.10. Certainly for now, we would like to take the bear side here, but for us to, let's say, get a nice confirmation of further declines, we would need to see a nice good move here and a close below this downside resistance line. Then this way we could start aiming for lower levels, especially the 110.25 or even slightly lower, the 110.08. Now, certainly, like I said, for now, we're just observing this one, even though we are more to the bearish side, but still we need to see a good confirmation break here and a close below this downside resistance line in order to kind of start examining lower levels. Let's jump into one of the probably most discussed pairs right now, and that's the USD against Turkish lira. Now, for this one, let me jump into a daily chart, and as you can see, we're moving lower here. We moved away from this key area of, well, it was acting as support initially, but then it got broken yesterday, and this level here, this 6.80 mark, it got broken to the downside, and now it seems that it just continues to move lower. We do have this upside, well, more of a tentative upside support line running here. Let me just jump into the 4-hour chart back here. So this could be a possible area to watch, but to be honest, judging by the way it's performing here on the 4-hour chart, we could see, and we can see that it is getting rejected here around this 50 EMA shown as the red line. If if this area continues to hold, well, I mean, we could see maybe a reversal back to the upside here. We could see something basically like this happening. So for now, guys, be very careful. This is the area to watch right now. Let me just highlight the market quickly. That's around the 5.92 area, something like this. So if this continues to hold, well, we could maybe see a bit of a rejection here and maybe a bit of a correction back to the upside, where we could start aiming for the 6.80 level again. Well, I mean, that's in a good scenario. I mean, first, of course, it would be this little level right here at around 6.58. So something like this, but for that we would need to see a nice good rejection around this 5.92 level, and like I said, it could be the case. I mean, the situation with the Turkey is not finished yet, and we could potentially see another wave here to the upside and a move higher. So for now, all eyes are on this, on the 592. If it breaks, keep your eyes on this kind of tentative upside support line, and we could see a possible test of that one as well, and we could see maybe something like this happening. So again, like I said, for now, all eyes are on the 5.92. Let's see if that holds or not. And okay, let me just jump into one more pair quickly that I really wanted to show you guys, and that is the GBPNZD. Actually, where's that pair? There we go. And for that one, I need to probably jump. Well, actually, no, I'll stay on the 4-hour chart and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. And probably some of you already spotted that, and this could be a potential flag forming here. So, and you probably are aware of these textbook flags. They tend to break to the upside. Certainly, as you can see at the moment, it's getting closer to the lower side of this flag formation. But to be honest, keep a close eye on it, because we could see maybe a rejection here and another move higher, potential move higher here, where we could aim for the upper side of this flag formation. And then if this gets broken to the upside and we see a nice close here above this side, above this flag side, above this higher flag side, then we could maybe aim for higher levels. So for now, certainly, as you can see, it is getting a sharp decline here, but to be honest, keep your eyes on this lower side of the flag. Let's see if it actually holds or not, and if it confirms this formation. If it does confirm this formation, then we could expect this pair moving higher later on at some point. Okay, guys, that'll be it for today. I'll have to wrap it up here. Thank you very much for watching and listening. I hope you found it useful. And if you want to join me tomorrow morning at my Traders Espresso, and that's 6 o'clock GMT time, 7 o'clock British Summer Time. But for now, thank you very much, and bye-bye.